You ready? You're gonna be on the camera. You ready? Okay. I first got started organizing in Philadelphia schools in the 10th grade. Philadelphia Student Union came into my class and they did what they called a classroom takeover, where they take over the class and you stop basically the school district's curriculum and you learn more political education about what's happening in Philly. I decided to come to one of their meetings after school. And so from there it was all history and I've been helping ever since. So many times you hear that the community doesn't care about the school and that they're not engaged and that, it's okay with them if a charter takes over. It's okay with them if the students are failing. And we're like, that's just so not the truth. She done fell asleep on us. I know how people can love a school even when the district is telling you that it's a failure, because I know how it's so much more beyond the grades. It's so much more beyond the standardized tests, but it's the family that are built there. We have local people who they say are disengaged, but they're begging and they're fighting and they're requesting that the SRC disbands themselves so that they can show you just how engaged they want to be by running for an elected school board, because we know what's best for our communities. We want our school back and fair funding too. Sad to say, the decision makers and the power players within our district, their agenda isn't the same as those who are in the ground and doing the groundwork of building up communities. So it's important to hear the raw and authentic stories of people who are saying, I'm in my schools every day helping these children, maybe with food or with clothing or with love, because I've been in plenty of schools where some kids just want a hug, We're not numbers. We're not dollar signs. We're worth so much more. For me, that's the important part of getting these stories out. To let decision makers know we were not rolling over. You're not just going to do any and everything to us, because we do care about our communities. We do care about our children. We don't have to be rich in dollars to build this up. You see her? Being a parent and trying to be an organizer of parents, it makes me fight harder when I see other children being at a disadvantage and being taken over. I'm definitely at a crossroad right now for myself because my daughter's not in kindergarten yet. But this upcoming year, our thing is to find a school appropriate for her. As a parent, I have to always do what's best for her. As an organizer, I want to do what's best for the many. You don't really have a real choice. I really don't like the idea when somebody says, oh, well, you just have the choice. You can pick your kid wherever you want to go. But it's like, if you don't give me all the facts of that, how do I have a choice? It comes to think of you have to sacrifice something to get anything, where ultimately it's just not fair. We wouldn't need all these random choices if we made the first choice the right choice and the good choice in the beginning. One of the things that PhillySUN is build on is the idea of just building this network of parents and students and community members, organizers, school staff, just coming together to fight for our schools as a unified front. There's so many of us working from so many different angles. And how do we make it work where we all come together and maybe we don't fight the same, or maybe we don't all have the same base that's pushing it, but to all say that we have the same agenda at the end and we all have the same goal at the end, is that we're going to make these schools community run schools.